Now we're going to the big roses. We had the mini roses as our big deal, but now this is your knockout rose. I just am gonna say right off the top, it's the color, it's the color, it's the color, it's the color, it's the color. It's the color, it's the color, it's the color. Tell us about the color.
Well, so you're seeing here, you're like, knockout, but I don't really recognize this color of the knockout because the flowers are pink and the center is yellow. So we call it peachy knockout because it gives, especially from afar, it gives more of that peachy look. Well, I do a lot of shopping in garden centers, all different kinds of garden centers, and believe me, I have never seen the peachy in the stores. So I am so excited to be able to bring you knockouts. We bring you all the colors here. Cottage Farms brings you the yellows, the whites, the reds, the pinks. But and you know why we bring you all of them? Because this is the best landscape rose ever developed. 25 years, they're celebrating their birthday next year. Wow. They've been around for a long time. They really revolutionized the rose category when this came out because people thought roses are fussy. They were starting to go out of style because they maybe just bloomed for a short period or had some disease. And then came knockout. Knocked everyone out because it is disease resistant. It blooms from spring. It is usually one of the earliest shrubs to bloom in my garden, then all the way through till a frost, non-stop. And it's versatile, so it works in so many different areas. Roses love full sun, but the knockouts can tolerate a little less sun than other roses. Wow. So it really is just one of those roses that is a workhorse in your garden, and now you get it in that color that nobody else has.
A color that nobody has, a rose that it basically answers all the challenges that we had with roses before, and right now in this moment, we've got it at 5 easy payments of $5.80. I'm looking at this price, again, $29, and I keep saying this. I go into my grocery store, sometimes when I'm in a jam, and I need to go buy a bouquet, and the bouquet has 3 stems and maybe 1 or 2 flowers, and it's 30 bucks. That's in the grocery store. And it's not gonna last. It's gonna last maybe 5 days. 7 if they're really good and they're feeding it the little food, right? Right now in this moment, we have a rose that's a color that you don't really have in your garden right now. I know this because we're talking about this new color that translates to like a peachy color because you've got that pink and then that yellow eye. Maybe you've got red roses, maybe you have yellow roses, maybe you have like a pink rose. These are a peach color. M96553 is your item number. This is a first look in the same way that we had the new willow tree. These are brand new to you as well.
So
and
excited.
Again, they're easy to grow. And oh, by the way, they can take sun and you said a weensy bit of shade.
Unlike any other roses. So knockouts really are those plants for lots of you out there who tell me you have a brown thumb. Rachel included sometimes. So it's like we want you to have beautiful things in your yard that are, I'll say low maintenance, but once established, these truly are no maintenance. So they have this beautiful pink hue. So what you're looking at here is called the peachy knockout rose, which means that it is pink, but it has that yellow center. So from afar, it's going to be different than the pink knockouts. It has this beautiful peach effect in the garden. They do get pretty decent size, Rachel. These can get to be 5 to 6 feet tall and wide. So you can have them in the ground. You can create a hedge. I have a driveway circle. I have them planted around the circle because they take a lot. They take like gravel springing up, you know? They take salt from when I do the driveway. So it is one of those roses that is so hardy and tough and good for people who say that they have a brown thumb.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, honestly, I need something hardy and tough because anything that's going to be, they're a little too precious are a little too precious. I
get it.
And I'm like a fail. Like I'm just a straight up fail. I need it to be easy. I need it to work. 5 easy payments of $5.80. We're going to share with you how you plant these. Right now in this moment, it's a color that you can't find anywhere else. They're going to ship to you when you plant, which is really nice for me as a starter gardener, is that I like it to come when I'm supposed to plant because then I don't have to think about anything else. And they always come, right? You're always going to have a guide. You'll always have a grower's guide. We don't just ship you flowers and say, okay, figure it out on your own. That's not the case. Spoon-fed, and there's a guarantee. All the things that make it really easy for you to buy plants here at QVC. And from television, if you see something you think is absolutely beautiful, take it away on how we plant it.
Also on Facebook at Katie Garden Girl, and I take so many questions throughout the summer on how to grow the things that you receive. So I'm happy to help you.
Oh, good.
Bareroot. This is, I know, it's not the most beautiful thing, but for us at Cottage Farms, this is the fastest way to get you flowers. You will have roses in 60 to 90 days. So that's the big payoff. The other payoff is, would you rather dig a hole that's 4 to 5 feet wide or, 12 inches?
Yes.
I certainly would like to do less work. So this is the easiest also on the rose to ship it to you to have the greatest success. So when planting, you just want to dig a hole about as deep and wide as that root ball.
Yeah.
So we'll do it here in a pot, which you can certainly put your knockouts in pots. You also will want to bury the rose up to where the stem meets that, the branches that are coming out from the side. We call it a root ball, but you want to bury that whole thing. I have some extra soil here.
Nice.
And you'll, of course, want to fertilize it when you do get it, or water it when you get it home. We're not going to water it now. And we have our flower fertilizer, but don't fertilize this rose until you start to see new growth.
Got it.
So right now, it's working on putting out roots. So when you fertilize it, that will help the bloom. So let it get established with the roots. Once it starts to put out shoots,
then you
feed
go.
it.
I have a little bouquet that you've made for me.
I
Yes,
do.
exactly. See,
Your
and
hot
this is
colors.
the thing, right? So there's that beautiful peachy. It's peachy, so it's pink with that yellow center. And yet, how many bouquets do you think that you're going to get? Well, untold number, because you actually own it and you're going to be growing it. And so this is what you can bring to all the people who are special in your life. 5 easy payments of $5.80. This is a knockout rose, which means they've kind of solved for all the challenges roses used to present. And it's in a color that you've never seen before.
Yep. I love that
beautiful
peachy
pink,
color.
peach color.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we want to remind you, right? So those are the knockout roses, but the big deal